Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I am Zijinyo Mehta with the news. First, the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi begins his three-nation tour from today. President Draupadi Murmu administers oath to Rajkumar Goyal as Chief Information Commissioner. Rajya Sabha today resumes discussion on elections reforms. Union Minister Piyush Goyal highlights 46% rise in solar power over 11 years. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has embarked on a three-nation visit to Jordan, Ethiopia and Oman today. In the first leg of his visit, PM Modi will visit Jordan at the invitation of King Abdullah II bin Al Hussein. In his departure statement, the Prime Minister said that he will hold detailed discussions with King Abdullah and the Prime Minister of Jordan, Jafar Hassan. PM Modi will also meet the vibrant Indian community in Amman, who have made significant contributions to India-Jordan relations. PM Modi's visit coincides with the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. From Amman, the Prime Minister will go to Addis Ababa, the capital city of Ethiopia, tomorrow. He will hold detailed discussions with the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, in Addis Ababa. PM Modi will meet the Indian diaspora and will also address the joint session of Parliament. On the final leg, PM Modi will reach Muscat, Oman on Wednesday. The visit will mark 70 years of the establishment of diplomatic ties between India and Oman. In Muscat, Mr. Modi will hold discussions with the Sultan of Oman and will also address a gathering of the Indian diaspora in Oman.
Amidst the Indian community here, and His Majesty and the entire government and the leadership have been extremely positive and responsive to this memorable occasion, and we are all geared to ensure a very smooth, successful and productive visit.
During the visit, Prime Minister Modi will hold talks with King Abdullah II to review the full spectrum of bilateral ties and exchange views on key regional and global developments.
Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi will embark on a bilateral visit to the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan from December 15 to 16, 2025.
President Draupadi Murmu today administered the oath of office to Rajkumar Goyal as the Chief Information Commissioner at a ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan. The event was attended by Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan and Union Minister of State for Personnel Jitendra Singh, among other dignitaries. A 1990 batch retired Indian Administrative Service officer of the Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Mizoram Union Territories gathered. Goyal superannuated on August 31 as Secretary in the Department of Justice under the Ministry of Law and Justice. He has previously served as Secretary Border Management in the Ministry of Home Affairs and held several key positions at the centre as well as in the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir.
He superannuated as Secretary Department of Justice under the Ministry of Law and Justice on August 31st.
The Rajya Sabha today resumed discussion on election reforms. Participating in the discussion, Dr. M. Thambidurai of AIADMK said that clean and accurate electoral rolls strengthen democracy and transparency empowers voters. He said the election campaign is one of the important process and the political parties must be given the proper chance for campaigning. He said the Election Commission is a very vital part of the healthy democratic system. YV Subha Reddy of YSRCP said that electoral reforms is a continuous reform, emphasizing that there should be fairness in the conduct of elections, clarity in outcomes and transparency in public disclosure. He demanded that the mandatory public CCTV's footage of elections and the provision of live webcasting across all polling stations.
Of State Arjun Ram Meghwal introduced the Repealing and Amending Bill 2025, while Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan introduced the Viksit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan Bill 2025. The Sustainable Harnessing and Advancement of Nuclear Energy for Transforming India Bill 2025 was also introduced in the lower house today.
Meanwhile, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is visiting the United Arab Emirates and Israel today. The Ministry of External Affairs said in a statement. According to the ministry, the foreign minister will co-chair the 16th Joint Commission and 5th Strategic Dialogue with Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of the UAE in Abu Dhabi. Later, Jaishankar will travel to Israel for bilateral talks with his counterpart Foreign Minister Gideon Saar, the ministry said. Let us now take a short break. Stay tuned.
आज तो पार्टी चाहिए। पहले चैंपियन के साथ सेल्फी लेंगे।
आइडिया, यही करते हैं पार्टी।
पिज्जा पार्टी। ये चल अपना कार्ड और पिन दे।
मेरे कार्ड की डिटेल्स मैं खुद ही डालूंगी। आरबीआई कहता है अपना पिन, ओटीपी, सीवीवी या इंटरनेट बैंकिंग पासवर्ड किसी के साथ शेयर ना करें। ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग सिर्फ अपने कंप्यूटर, मोबाइल और सिक्योर नेटवर्क से करें।
बाय गर्ल्स, कहाँ जा रही है? सुना नहीं? नो शेयरिंग।
आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back to the news. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today highlighted that solar power in the country has increased by 46% in the last 11 years. Briefing media on developments in the energy sector in New Delhi today, India is now the 4th largest refining hub of coal, highlighting more than 1 billion tons of coal production last year and a reduction in imports by 8%. The minister also highlighted that wind energy capacity has now increased to 53 gigawatts. Goyal underlined that since 2014, the government has only focused on outcomes and the energy sector has undergone massive changes in the last 11 years.
ये सब पारदर्शिता ये अल्टीमेटली कंज्यूमर को लाभ दी है। सोलर पावर जैसे मैंने बताया पिछले 11 वर्षों में 46 गुना बढ़ा है, 46 times.
Moving on, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today paid tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel on his 75th death anniversary, describing the Iron Man of India as a towering leader whose unparalleled contribution to nation building will never be forgotten by a grateful nation. In a post on X, PM Modi said, "My respectful salutations to the Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel on his 75th death anniversary. He dedicated his life to weaving the country into a single thread. The grateful nation can never forget his unparalleled contribution to the creation of an undivided and strong Bharat Varsha." The PM added that the 75th death anniversary of Bharat Ratna Sardar Patel is also a special occasion to draw inspiration for Atmanirbhar Bharat. The sense of national unity that he instilled in the countrymen is a source of energy for Viksit Bharat. Born on October 31st, 1875, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel served as independent India's first Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister. He is widely regarded as the architect of India's national integration and a key force behind the establishment of modern civil services, including the Indian Administrative Service.
He continues to remind the nation of the principle of nation first. Prime Minister Narendra Modi remembered Sardar Patel on his death anniversary today. On his social media platform X, Prime Minister Modi wrote, and I quote him here, "My respectful salutations to the Iron Man, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, on his 75th death anniversary. He dedicated his life to weaving the country into a single thread. The grateful nation can never forget his unparalleled contribution to the creation of an undivided and strong Bharat Varsh." The 75th death anniversary of Bharat Ratna Sardar Patel is also a special occasion to draw inspiration for Atmanirbhar Bharat. The sense of national unity that he instilled in the countrymen is a source of energy for Viksit Bharat, developed India. His unparalleled role in nation building will continue to serve as a pathfinder for a strong and capable India.
Argentine footballer Lionel Messi arrived in New Delhi today for the 4th and final leg of his God India tour. The main events are scheduled to take place at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. During the Delhi tour, Messi will felicitate Minerva Academy's teams, which have won 3 youth trophies. A 9-a-side celebrity football match will also be held as part of the program. Lionel Messi's Got India tour began on the 13th of this month in Kolkata. The Argentine superstar's visit marks his return to India after 14 years and kicks off a 3-day tour to Kolkata, Hyderabad, Mumbai and New Delhi. The tour combines public appearances, cultural events and celebrity football exhibitions across major venues.
Followed by Hyderabad and Mumbai, will culminate in the national capital. Along with his teammate Rodrigo de Paul, Messi will be participating in several events at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. The program in the national capital includes events like an exhibition match, a stage event, and a football clinic for children.
Abhishek Sharma's brisk start and a disciplined bowling effort led by Varun Chakravarti powered India to a 7-wicket victory over South Africa in the third 2020 international last evening, giving the host a 2-1 lead in the 5-match series. On a same friendly surface at the HPCA Stadium, India bowled South Africa out for 117 before chasing down the target with 25 balls to spare. Arshdeep Singh, Harshit Rana, Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav took 2 wickets each, while Hardik Pandya and Shivam Dube claimed 1 apiece as South Africa slumped to 34 inside 7 overs. India's reply was anchored by Abhishek, who scored 35 from 18 balls to dominate the power play. Shubham Gill made 28, Tilak Verma added an unbeaten 25, while Surya Kumar Yadav was dismissed for 12 as India reached 120 for 3 in 15.5 overs. South Africa's innings was held together by captain Aiden Markram, who scored 61 off 46 balls. Arshdeep provided India an early breakthrough by trapping Riza Hendricks' LBW before Rana removed Quinton de Kock and Dewalt Brevis in quick succession. Kuldeep wrapped up the innings by removing Nordjay and Othniel Bartman in the final over. India leads the 5-match series 2-1. And now let us take a look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 7 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 9 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 10 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 7 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 9 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 6 degrees Celsius. Phek had a maximum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 6 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
To end the news, here's a recap of the main points. Prime Minister Narendra Modi begins his 3-nation tour from today. President Draupadi Murmu administers oath to Rajkumar Goyal as Chief Information Commissioner. Rajya Sabha today resumes discussion on election reforms. And Union Minister Piyush Goyal highlights 46% rise in solar power over 11 years. With this, we have come to the end of this evening's bulletin. Good night.